Alright, you know how this goes by now. Birthday, you guys ask me questions, and I answer questions in a somewhat entertaining fashion. Now let's get on with it. God damn it, why'd I pick the 4-paragraph essay first? You wake up and see nothing but pitch black. You turn your head to the side and check your clock. It is 4:21 AM. God, you think, why did I wake up so early? As you roll back over and close your eyes, you're suddenly hit by a splitting headache. You can't sleep like this. The pain is unbearable. You flick on the lights, flop out of bed, and approach the drug cabinet. As you open the cabinet, you hope to find something that'll calm your raging migraine. Advil will do the trick, or aspirin, or screw it. Literally anything will do. Your cranium is under an excruciating amount of pain right now. The contents of the cabinet confuse you. Not only is it relatively empty, but you don't recognize the two drugs that are there. One is a container of green and purple pills, labeled the daily dose. You check the back of the container for drug facts, but none are listed. The other drug is even more puzzling, as it doesn't even have a container. It is a single red pill, a surprisingly large one at that. You have no other options. Your head feels like it's going to explode if you don't take something right now. You grab one of the pills and swallow it whole. Do you take the red pill, or the daily dose? Have you ever had a pet? Also, have you ever spent a long amount of time looking for something rare in a game? So for that first one, I'm pretty sure I've had at least 10 different cats throughout my lifetime. Right now I currently have 3, here's some pictures of them, but the most I've ever had at once is 5. And for that second one, yeah, definitely. Stuff off the top of my head would be like the ultimate equipment in both Earthbound and Mother 3, or this thing I'm not even gonna try to pronounce in Xenoblade Chronicles. But I've never really been a shiny hunter myself. Just never appealed to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've definitely found a couple shinies over the years, but never on purpose. I was also never really much into completing the Pokédex either, but I did do it once in a Pokemon ROM hack. Who is the best Fire Emblem girl, and when is the Fire Emblem playthrough? Alright, best girl is easy, it's obviously Marth, and I'll be doing the Fire Emblem playthrough during— have you played the PS1 hit game Klonoa, Door to Phantom Isle, released in 1997, directed by Hideo Yoshizawa of Ninja Gaiden fame, known for its 2.5D gameplay and amazing writing, or the Wii remake Klonoa, released in 2008, in America and Europe in 2009. No. Favorite Smash player? Favorite game OST? Any plans for content other than just memes? What is your favorite MatPat joke in relation to Ness? I honestly don't really have a favorite Smash player, but if I had to pick, I guess Sora and HBox will be up there. These? Honestly, I've been itching to make a gameplay video for a while now. Something along the likes of Soup Ultimate the movie, except not like 30 fucking minutes long this time. But I haven't really decided the game or the person to do it with. I'll probably end up going with Ultimate again, or maybe Rivals of Aether, or something completely different. Who knows? The one where I come to your house and beat you to death. What do you think of Rivals of Aether now that Definitive Edition is out? I've been super hesitant to get it on Switch because, one, well, I already own the game on PC, plus I've been hearing about the myriad of online issues that it's been having, and I've been hearing from some of my friends that it's really glitchy and unpolished and not remotely definitive at all. Of course, this might just be issues exclusive to the Switch version. Haven't heard anyone with major complaints about the Steam version. But yeah, the game still seems really cool. I'm glad that I actually have the other DLC characters now. Haven't actually touched it since Definitive Edition dropped, but I'm probably gonna try it again soon. The game is still pretty fun, from what I remember. Still doubt it'll ever replace Ultimate for me, because while that game does have problems, it still scratches some itches that Rivals can't. Mainly, I don't like the lack of grabs in Rivals, but I played 2 fucking grapplers, so I'm completely biased. Speaking of Ultimate, 2 years into Ultimate, what are your problems with it, and what are you happy about with it? And also, how do you feel about Smash 4 now that Ultimate has been out for a few years? Well, first of all, fuck, it really has been nearly 2 years, hasn't it? Anyways, we'll go ahead and list the super obvious issues first. Okay, stop me if you've heard any of these before. The buffer system, shitty online, the fact that you can't run through people anymore, Crom. Pretty much everyone's talked about these in some capacity, but I'm also not a huge fan of how gimmick-focused some of the newcomers seem to be, specifically the DLC. Like, 5 out of the 7 DLC characters so far have a fucking meter, and while I do really enjoy Hero, Terry, and recently Steve, I want to see characters who are unique through, like, their regular moves, without having to have, like, a mechanic that completely defines how you interact with them. Some good examples of this are, like, Ridley, Belmont, Incineroar to a lesser extent, and even Byleth, who, funnily enough, everyone hated when they came out. But to move on to the things I like about the game, I do think it's a legitimate improvement over Smash 4. And I like how a lot of the small, tiny bullshit from that game is mostly gone. Shit like a randomly occurring untechable spin animation. There's way less windbox jank in this game, and other small shit like that. Though I do kinda miss Smash 4's grab meta. Again, completely biased. But yeah, even though the online is, well, fucking terrible, Offline Ultimate is still a really fun game to me, even though I haven't been able to have offline matches in forever since, well, you know. And as for how I feel about Smash 4, while I do think it's the inferior game compared to Ultimate, it'll always hold a special place in my heart. I've met some of my best friends through it. It was the first and currently only game I've ever made mods for. And the small fact that I kinda owe my entire channel's existence to it, like I wouldn't even be recording this if it weren't for Smash 4. What do you think of Steve and Smash, and how hyped do you think the rest of the Fighter Pass will be? Kinda briefly touched on this in the last question, but I fucking love Steve right now. The Ditto is so fucking dumb, and it's honestly still kinda surreal that he's even in the game at all. Like, I'm not used to hearing Minecraft sounds in Smash yet, but like, as for the rest of the Fighter Pass, I honestly don't know how you can even top Steve. Like, at this point, there really aren't that many, like, insane, huge character picks left. Like, we're probably never gonna get something that was on the same level as Mega Man or Cloud. And, well, for me, personally, all the characters I want in Smash are either already in the game, part of Final Smashes, assist trophies, or just Mii costumes. But if the next character in the Fighter Pass either looks cool or surprises me, then I'll be satisfied. What inspired you to make this channel? Nothing. My entire YouTube career was both a complete fucking accident and an insane stroke of luck. Like, after that first trash video I made all those years ago, I thought that was it. I didn't think it'd actually go anywhere, let alone get over 600,000 fucking views. But my inspiration for that was pretty much just a lot of the Smash 4 combo videos that I saw at the time. I don't quite remember what drove me to actually do it, but I thought I could try my hand at it. And even though I think that video was horribly aged, considering it was literally the first major video I made in Vegas, I think I did a good job on it. Plus, not a lot of people can say that their first video broke 500,000 views, so that's pretty cool. Do any of the people that you know in real life, such as your parents or your IRL friends, know about your channel? If so, how do they feel about it? Pretty much all of my close friends know about my channel. Not quite sure on exact opinions though. As for family goes, my parents and siblings know it exists, but nothing else. I kinda wanna keep it like that. Are you looking forward to the rumored JoJo Part 6 anime? If said rumors are actually true, then yeah, of course. How is the virus affecting your life? Are you staying safe? Well, it's affected my life in about the same ways as everyone else's, really. I had to finish up the second half of last semester from home online, and this semester 4 of my 5 classes are exclusively online. And I wasn't able to find a job over the summer, so that kinda sucked. So I ended up just mainly staying at home and just doing stuff around the house. Didn't really go out that much, though I probably wouldn't have done much anyways. I haven't really seen any of my friends in person since like early March, but we've still been talking through Discord and such. And yes, I've been staying safe throughout this whole thing, and hopefully you have been too. Will you make mods for Ultimate now that they're more accessible? And if you do, will you make videos on them? Now I've been wanting to get into Ultimate modding for quite a while now, especially with the fact that older Switches are easier to mod and I have one of the oldest Switches known to man. But from what I've read from the Ultimate modding guide on Game Banana, there's still a slight risk that modding could get your Switch banned, and although it seems to be pretty low, I kinda don't want to take that risk because yes, while my Switch is old and thus perfect for modding, it's the only one I have. So if I end up getting banned, then that's GG's. However, in the future, if the ban risk is pretty much gone and or I become less of a coward, then yeah, I definitely want to start modding. And you know for a fact I definitely make videos on them, especially if it's like a garbage sequel or something like that. When did you get into Earthbound? A little over 5.5 years ago. Fun fact, shortly after I beat the game for the first time, I booted up Smash and decided to try out Ness for whatever reason, and it was in that match that I realized, damn, I'm kinda schmoovin'. So that's how I ended up maining this stupid ass character. Which Smash character would you want to... Why do you do this to me? What drives you to make funny meme content? First, I just make whatever idea comes into my mind. Second, would you make me a sandwich?
No!
Will you ever get really bored again? I sure hope not. Are you going to start making content again? What, are you trying to say that a 1 second long video of Kirby falling with the word Undertale over it isn't content? Shaking my head. Single player or multiplayer focused games? I usually stick with single player stuff. I don't really do that much multiplayer unless it's like with friends or something. How does it feel to be 19 and depressed? Exactly how it did when I was 18 and depressed. What are your thoughts on the character Mario from the hit game Super Mario Bros? You know, kind of an obscure character, but I think he's pretty alright. It'd be cool if he got into Smash, but I don't think that'll happen. He's pretty obscure. Like, I think a character that only appeared in an RPG spin-off game from the 90s has a better shot at making it in than him. What do you expect from the Pokemon franchise after the Crown Tundra, if anything? They're probably gonna stick to the same 3-year cycle and release Gen 9 in like 2 years from now. And I kinda doubt they'll do anything with Sword and Shield after Crown Tundra. But if they do decide to do anything, then I just really hope they bring back Mega Evolutions and Z-moves. Because in my humble opinion, Dynamax is lame and stupid and completely unbalanced, well, as far as singles goes, and easily the worst of the 3 gimmicks. What is the most useless thing you know how to do? One time I bended a paperclip into a cock and balls. Big Mac or 2 metric tons of loam topsoil? Topsoil, free. How is it possible to have as much swag as you do? It's not. I'm hacking. Can you show me how to scratch it? 5-minute video when? Now. Is Jonah gonna have a good sleep schedule? Good one. What is your opinion on the Ace Attorney series of games? Never actually played any of them, but I hear that they're pretty good, and I've been meaning to try them out for a while. Did you do your homework? Shut up, I'll do it later. God. When? Can you speak any language other than English? Nah. Took 3 years of Spanish in high school, but I've pretty much forgotten most of it. If you had to sum up your YouTube channel experience in 5 words, what would they be?
What the hell is this?
What is the capital of Connecticut? The fuck do I look like, Google Maps? Can you beat Goku? Name an animal with 3 letters in its name. Cat? How is this a question exactly? Can Jonah say trans rights? Oh, I'll say trans rights, but I'll never say how that last part of my username is actually pronounced. Have you ever? I have not. What's a food you think is overrated? Probably pineapple, I guess. I was never really too into that. What are your opinions on graphite? It's a solid 5 out of 10. Thoughts on League of Legends? Death. Jongo, do you prefer Vinny or Joel? I like Vinny more, but Joel is really good too. Do you want events in your server to bring the community together, or do you think it's good as is? I'd honestly love to do more server events. Last time we did Jackbox not a while ago, that went really well. Maybe I'll do one of those again if you guys want. And that concludes the 4th goddamn birthday Q&A video. In terms of question amount, this was the biggest one yet. Sorry this took longer than the other ones to come out. Again, there were a lot of questions this time around, and college is a bitch, so I haven't really had that much time to like edit and record and stuff. But as of around 3 months ago, over 8,000 people have accidentally hit the subscribe button. So thanks. Alright, but seriously, thank you all for putting up with my hyper inconsistent upload schedule, and continuing to watch me after all these years, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. But this video is getting pretty long and I don't want to drag it out any longer, so I hope you all have a good day, stay safe, and I'll see you when I see you.